Let me ask this. Have you been into a situation wherein you don't know a certain person and yet you need to strike up a conversation with him or her? I know this sounds scary, or maybe you're also hesitant since you don't know how to do it first, especially if you are an introverted person such as me. This was a common scenario for me back in 2010 when I was in college. I was really a shy person. I preferred to be quiet. Especially, I was an irregular student back then. I just observed my classmates who were really familiar with each other. I was just happy and content interacting with a small group that I maintained. And that was before. Now, I'm a completely changed person and a work in progress. But I could say I could strike up a conversation with a stranger if need be. And you want to know how? This may be the best books that I could offer. One is How to Talk to Anyone by Lay Longdis, and How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. What I'll be sharing today is actually 5 tips that I have learned from these 2 books. Are you ready? Alright. Number 1, begin with a positive attitude. Smile, maintain eye contact, and display friendly demeanor. When you smile, it shows warmth and authenticity. And when you maintain eye contact, it signals trust, knowledge, and I'm here for you attitude according to how to talk to anyone. And 3, when you display friendly demeanor, you may observe that the person loosen up and becomes at ease. Number 2, give importance to the person's name. And to that person, his or her name is the most beautiful and important language or sound in any language. And you may observe that when you pay attention to the name of the person, he or she will pay attention to you closely because you recognize his or her presence. I do this whenever I order food in fast food chains. I pay attention closely to the person's name tag, and when I mention his or her name, tada, he or she will be will pay attention to me closely and gladly accepts my order. Number 3, listen actively. This is true. Whenever someone is speaking, pay attention to what the person is saying. Be in the moment. Do not think of what you will say while he or she is speaking. I do this technique at work. Whenever my operators are speaking, I pay attention closely to what they are saying. I also confirm the words that they uttered if I understood it correctly. I also avoid cutting them off so that they will feel that they are being listened into. Number 4, show genuine interest in others. This is true. Whenever someone is speaking, show genuine interest in what they are saying. You may want to ask a follow-up open-ended questions such as, what was the experience? When was it? How was it? And why? You notice that the person is much eager to share his or her story in details. Number 5, discover a common ground. Look for shared experiences or interests that you can bond over. This is a good way to get the conversation going. So for example, if you have the same interest in reading books, you may want to share the most impactful book that you have read. And for me, that is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. Or if you have the same taste in coffee, you may want to suggest coffee shops that you have visited before. So, striking a conversation is a bit intimidating. But worry no more. There are ways to build upon starting a conversation with a stranger and hopefully building great relationships with the people that you will meet in the future. You just have to begin with a positive attitude, smile, maintain eye contact, and display friendly demeanor. Pay importance to the person's name and listen actively, show genuine interest in others, and discover common ground. I know there are a lot more tips in striking up a conversation with a stranger, but hopefully these 5 tips will do. Just remember, stay hungry, stay foolish.